Hi everybody, it's Chuck Gilmore with Power to Sing Live. I'd like to welcome you today to our broadcast. It is the 9th of January in 2018 and almost 2 o'clock in the state of Utah. Those of you who are joining us after the broadcast, welcome. This should be a really exciting and interesting broadcast today. So here's the question, or here's the statement, so to speak. There's a thrill that occurs, a feeling of a miracle that comes when you're able to connect chest to head voice. At least it was for me. But sometimes after that, we're left to kind of like, well, it's not quite exactly finished yet. So there's maybe the voice is a little weak, maybe the voice is a little tight or compressed. And so where are you? Are you connected to head and chest now? Are you able to get through that bridge? And if you are, is it a little tight or is it a little weaker than you like? Yes or no, let me know. So I want to welcome you today. I want to make sure that we get started on time today. It's a few minutes before, so this is the pre-show show. And so Stuffed Animal Vlogs. She says, hi, I'm excited for the video. Really great to have you with us today. And Subia, hi. VC, hi. Bridge, hello. And Altu, I think that's you, right? Okay, so I am live. And Yapadios, hi. Hubia, okay, thank you. Subia, let me get my face on the screen here. That'll help. Okay, so let's see here. There we go. Hi. Now I think you should be able to see me, and I want to make sure you can hear me as well so that all things are great. Okay, so this is my apps account. Okay, thanks for joining me today, and you should be able to see me and to hear me as well. So just confirm that with me. Meanwhile, if you've connected your chest to your head voice, what condition is it in? You a little tight, a little light? What do you think? We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about how to, specific things we can do to either decompress it or to make it stronger. So I remember one time I was in an audition and I had to, and they wanted us to sing Music of the Night, and I think there's something about B or me, I can't remember. Anyway, it's like an A flat. Me, and I was just elated that I could hit it because I'd never hit it before, at least in an audition, but it wasn't very strong yet. And so anyway, those things are what matter to us all, right? When we're singers. We want it to not only be able to hit it, we want it. It's impressive that your high, it's impressive that you have a high note, but are your high notes impressive? And that's what we're trying to get to, right? Impressive high notes. So, okay. So today I'm going to try and stay on top of. We're not going to. We're going to run this thing so that hopefully the sound never gets out of whack like it has in the past. And so we should be able to do this. Okay, so Altu says he can see me now. I can switch to my head voice and it feels constricted and tight in the sense of over compression. So I started to practice on my falsetto to get rid of extra compression. Okay, so we're going to talk a little about that today and see what we can do to speed that up. Hi, I'm Chuck Gilmore with Power to Sing Live, number 63. Welcome. It's the top of the hour. Glad to have you with us today. Our topic today is kind of an interesting one. That is, after connecting your chest voice to your head voice, now what? So we're going to talk about that. There's a certain, I remember it feeling like there's a miracle that occurred when I was able to go from chest into head, which I didn't even know existed. And so when I did that, it was like the heavens opened, the light came down from the sky. It was just such an amazing experience to have the ability to go up higher. because I thought I was at the top of my voice. But when we go through that, is it always a finished, perfect sound? And it's not. At least it wasn't for me. And so I had to, I had a little more, maybe too much compression, a little bit tight. And there were other times when it wasn't powerful enough. So I want to talk a little about that today. So welcome those of you who are joining us at the top of the hour. We've been talking for a couple of minutes here in our pre-show show. And so one of the questions was, if you've connected up, well, first of all, have you connected from chest to head? And if you have, congratulations. That's called bridging. And this is what this station or this program, this YouTube channel, my whole life is really about, is letting you know it can happen. You can learn to bridge, that is go from low to high without breaking, cracking, straining, going into falsetto, going really light and breathy. But after we connect it up, then what? What's next? And that's always the next challenge for us, is to get the voice in a better balance, in a place that we can use it, in a place that we can use it in a song, in a performance. And of course, we're all wanting to do that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. We're going to talk about how we can, if it's too tight, how we're going to make it less squeezed, less compressed, or if it's not powerful enough, what are some exercises we can do that will give us some strength and power. So just a quick shout out to those of you who have joined us here. It looks like it's all our original group so far, and I just want to welcome you with us today. Okay, so let's get right down to it, because if we've got time, then afterwards we want to do a question and answer. So, what is your situation? The bridge, which is alto, indicates that he's got it connected. He can get from chest to head, but he's had a sense of overcompression. And this is very, very common. If we've never been up there before, and now we're saying, no, 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 no. Well, we're making it. That's the top of the guys. It's at the top for the guys. It's right next to our second bridge. And for the ladies, that for you would be up around the C sharp. Let's just say you're all the way through the bridge. No, 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 no. But it was just so tight that you didn't feel like you could really use that in a song. So what do we do if it's too tight? Or on the other side of the coin, it might be that we're able to get up there, but we find that it's not very powerful. So it might be something like no, 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 no. That's not too bad. Gee, 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 gee. And we think, well, I can get up there, but I have a hard time singing like this. In other words, I'm not going to get the lead role if my last note has that much power in it. So how do we get a little bit more power in the voice? We've done it. You've done a good job. I want to congratulate you to have learned to get through this area called the bridge. So to be able to say, instead of or oh. So congratulations that you've learned to bridge. You've gone from chest to head. That's really it's so monumental, so huge. So many people in the world don't know they can even do that, and you've learned that, or you're learning how to do it. And if you haven't, this is the place to learn. Power to Sing, and powertosing.com, and the Power to Sing YouTube channel. And you will learn. And then after that, now what? What's life after the bridge, so to speak? Well, everything is always a refining process. We're always working to get and improve and to refine that. And so what is let's just take this first one, for example. Well, let me just check first of all and see if there's any other comment or any other question that you might have here about what we've talked about. All right. So let's say that your problem is overcompression, and that's what Altu talked about, which his app here is called The Bridge. Oh, hey, Altu, that's kind of cool. I guess you're referring to, are you referring to The Bridge in the Voice? Or I'm curious about that. That's pretty neat. VC says, I can get from chest to head, and I thought it was a miracle when it happened to me too. I would have learned it much earlier if I knew it was possible. Boy, you and me both. VC, I was 43 years old before I even knew it was possible, or heard or thought it was possible. And pretty close to being 44 years old before I could do it. And in like 3 or 4 or 5 months after I was 44 years old, before I actually sang in public and went up into the F, which is in the middle of the bridge. So, it's a process, folks. And wouldn't it be wonderful? You learned it and then just went, said thanks, and you were able to be perfect from then on. So the bridge asks, I was wondering about this overcompression topic after being able to bridge. All right. Why do we overcompress, do you think? I'll tell you why I did, and I tell you why many of my students do, especially my teen boys. Because if we don't overcompress, we feel as if we are going to break and we're going to crack. We're not going to be able to hold it together, right? So let's go to this nay, nay, nay for a second. So step number one is, I would say, let's take a look at, if we're talking about overcompression, let's talk about what, first of all, what it might sound like. If I said, well, even on the bubble lips, you can hear if I can do it compressed. That's tight. If I said, nay, 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 if I'm just having to squeeze it, nay, 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 nay. That's just tight, and you feel like if you don't do something like that, that you're going to be cracking. You're going to say nay, 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 nay. It's going to break, and so you do it loud and hard. So let's take a couple things first of all that are simple that all of us can do. Try and do it softer, and not as hard. Don't. If you were like holding on doing pull-ups, right? Don't squeeze so hard. Don't hold on so hard. So take the volume down. Don't hold on so hard. And let's go to the nay, 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 for example. Instead of doing the nay, nay, nay loud, do it soft, but keep it as bratty as you possibly can. Like crazy, silly bratty. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Now, you can tell that I'm connected. I didn't say nay, 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 nay. I didn't let go of it. So there's a connection there. It's not a compressed connection. Nay, 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 nay. If I can bring the volume down, but keep the bratty. Now, one of the challenges I see students have is if they go down in volume, they can't keep a hold of that exaggerated, witchy, bratty sound. So if they go softer, nay, 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 they lose that little bratty, edgy sound. And so they kind of lose the connection a little bit. So when you go soft, keep it, don't go easier on the bratty, witchy sound. Keep that, in fact, intensify it. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. So that's the high F sharp 5, and it was up there connected. And so I could do that because I was doing it softer, but I still was I was like doubling down on the bratty, witchy sound. Nay, 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 nay. C sharp 6. So I was able to do that because I wasn't, I was keeping it really witchy bratty, but I was keeping it soft. Now, it was a connected, I was not a falsetto. And so that's the first step, all right? Because what do you start to feel? You start to realize, because you can feel this, that you're staying connected. So the brain now starts to say, wait a minute, I don't have to do it hard and loud to stay connected? No, you don't. So let's just if we go to the octave repeat, and ladies, for you it would be like maybe from C sharp to C sharp. Nay, 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 nay. Again, softer, easier. Don't squeeze it. I mean, don't grip it so hard, but stay bratty, witchy, because that way you maintain that edgy feeling, that connected feeling. Nay, 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 nay. Now that's a great way to begin to feel some security, but not doing it loud or grabbing it hard, okay? Now, once you're able to do that, then I think you might want to try it on the 1.5 scale, all right? So if I said, going back down to the men's register here for a minute, nay, nay, again, soft, stay bratty, nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. And so forth. Doing the 1.5 scale in that softer, lighter feeling, but staying really witchy bratty with it, is going to enable you to relax that a little bit without losing the connection. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, 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 nay. Nay, nay. Sorry, kind of scratchy. Nay, 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 nay. That's the F sharp. Nay, 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 nay. That's the high G, 5. That's where the lady's head voice, pure head voice, begins there. So now, the brain starts saying, wow, I'm staying connected, but I'm not doing it really hard. So what's the next logical step then? Think about it as far as doing it with just a no, no, no now. Now that you've done that, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Doing it on the 1.5 scale really helps, because getting that little running jump, you don't have to do it as hard, and the voice is holding. So what is this retraining your thinking? Wow, and I'm not doing it hard, I'm doing it easy, but my voice is holding. In other words, no, 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 no. So what happens? You can start to relax a little bit. You can allow a little more air by relaxing just relaxing. You get a little more air coming through, a little less vocal cord being tight, and now the voice is starting to come into balance. No, 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 no. But you know from the feeling that you've had, it's not disconnected. It's not disconnected. It's a connected tone, but yet it's not as compressed. It's not as hard. I'm not squeezing it. I'm not holding on for dear life. I know that I can stay connected because I've already done it with that little bratty, edgy nay, nay, nay. Once you go to that 1.5, go back to no, 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 no. If you need to, do a bratty, edgy nay, 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 no, 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 no. But do it softer. Nay, 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 no, 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 no. And then go back. No, no, no. Maybe a little bratty no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. All right? Now, it's not as tight. It's not as squeezed. Try going a little more towards a normal no. Not hard yet. Not loud. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. For the ladies, same exact thing. Start at the C sharp. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I think the key here is to do the bratty no, the bratty nay, really edgy, and maintain that bratty, but do it softer on the octave repeat and the 1.5, and then go back and revisit it with a bratty nay and going to no, no, no. Again, softer, easier, don't hold on as hard. And then gradually just go to the no, no, no. No, 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 until it becomes very normal. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And keep working it that way, gradually increasing the volume without letting it go into your chest. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So I'll add a little bonus tip here, which I haven't included in my notes. Keep the vowel pure. Don't let the vowel widen or spread. And that's going to also help you. You'll be able to increase the volume without it falling in the chest. No, 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 no. That's the temptation for the vowel to spread. If you keep the vowel pure, no, 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 no. You can press into that. You can do it louder, stronger. But if the vowel stays pure, it's going to stay in your mix. It's not going to go into the mouth and down and drop down in just pure chest. Okay. So let me just check here and see if we've got some others who have joined us. And shout out Dr. James D. Treadwell. Nice to have you with us. Christian Hirschfeld. Hi, Hirschfeld. Nice to have you here. So let me take a couple questions here. Maybe we can get some of these. Christian Hirschfeld says, "Hi Chuck, I practice a lot and I can sing with a good mix, but only if it's not too loud. What do I do wrong?" Nothing. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Or do I still have to grow the muscles to be able to sing as loud and powerful as just with chest? So I want to address some exercises that will talk about taking a lighter sound and making it stronger in a minute, Christian, and then maybe this will answer some of those questions. It's a good question. It's one that many of us face. Going up to a question from James. What's happening when your voice starts sounding wobbly? Is that due to overcompression? There's several reasons why the voice wobbles. Usually it's because we've been pulling our chest voice too high. And so it's oftentimes the larynx is coming up, chest voice is being pulled too high, and we've, in many cases, have worn our voice out because of those two things. And so the vocal cords just are unstable, and so there's a wobble. And so the solutions are to do exercises that keep the larynx down, to prevent the pulled chest, and essentially making sure that bridging process we've talked about today already somewhat is in excellent shape. So for us guys, James, is usually around the E, F, F sharp has to be really, really good. And then the voice below that, above that, gets a whole lot better. And we get rid of that wobble. It can be over compression. Yes, it can be over squeezing. And in some cases, mainly probably for the female voice, it can be that there have been in falsetto, and so there's not been any muscle. The vocal cords have been blown apart by air, and so they develop a wobble in their voice because they've been singing in falsetto for so long. All right, so let me get to the second part of this, and then I'll try and revisit some of these other questions. And that is, what do you do when you can get up here, but that's about as strong as you can get. It just feels too light. Maybe you couldn't use it. So I'm thinking of the song Beauty and the Beast. With me! He sings, let the world be done with me at the very end. The Beast does in the song, If I Can't Love Her. And if, here's this great big beast there on stage, and if he was to say, with me, he'd be on the right note, but it may not have the power, of course, to inspire the audience and to move everyone and convince everybody that he's a great big beast that is having this heartbreaking moment. So we get frustrated because, well, there's just not enough power. I'm hitting the note, I'm through the bridge, but I don't have any strength in that yet. So what do we do? Here's a couple things that we could try. First of all, there's nothing at all wrong with doing the gees. Ladies, yours would be gee. So I might suggest that you start it there. And you make sure that those are all intact and working well. Now, what you might want to do is progress then to a little bit more open vowel. So gee to go, for example. Go, 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 go. Or moving it down to where the guys sing. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. And let me tell you right now, one thing that will help, guys, is in trying to get louder, make sure, as I mentioned before, that vowel stays pure. In other words, if I said, go, 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 now I'm just pulling chest because the vowel has spread and the resonance and the vibration has dropped just down into my mouth. And so the vocal cord energy changes, it thickens, it gets, now it's just pulling up the chest voice, and pretty much all of the sound is in my mouth and down, and I've lost it. I'm just exercising pulling chest. So keep that as you start to increase the volume. Go, 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 go. going from gee, 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 you might even try it like this. Gee, 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 go, 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 go. Gee, 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 go, 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 go. But remember, if you said, gee, 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 go, 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 it's going to be counterproductive. Keep that, in the case of the O, remember there's O. Go, 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 go. And that's going to start, by virtue of a more open vowel, O, versus U, or E, you're going to get a little bit more vocal cord participating. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Now, once that go is holding and you're able to increase the volume without it going, without the vowel spreading, go back to it. Again, ladies, do the same thing starting at the C sharp, the high C sharp. You could, instead of saying go, 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 try going from maybe gee, gee, gee to go, go, go. Gee, 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 go, 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 go. Guys, down here at the A flat, gee, 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 go, 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 go. Gee, 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 go, 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 go. Gee, 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 go, 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 go. Now, if at any time I said gee, 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 go, go, that wouldn't provide any benefit for you. It'd just be pulling your chest voice. So you got to keep again that vowel pure. G stays on g. Doesn't go to ga. G, 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 g. G, 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 g. So we're going from a more narrow vowel like E or U to a more open, or sometimes called wider vowel, to like the O, the you could even do it on You could say gee, gee, gee. If you said gu, 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 gu. Gu, 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 gu. Gu, 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 gu. And you can start to lean on that. You can start giving it volume as long as the vowel stays pure. Notice how much I'm talking about vowels today. Otherwise, you're just going to pull the chest voice, and it's going to be counterproductive. You're going to lose your upper voice, and it's not going to develop a mixed voice or enable you to get into your head. Now, since you're down to this g, 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 I take a low breath, pull my tummy in a little bit to give it a little bit more oomph. G, 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 g. Now that we're on let's do it on ma. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Now, if I keep it I can get louder on it. Ma, 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 ma. But if I don't, ma, 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 ma. Now it's just chest. I'm just pulling it up. It's going to crack and break and strain my voice, and I'll lose the upper. I want to be able to sing it, and I want to be able to pull my chest voice that high. So keep the vowel pure. All right. So that's another way of doing that, going from this lighter, weaker. It's not necessarily weak, but it's still a little unbalanced. Gee, 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 gee. That's actually pretty strong. Gee, 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 gee. Now you'll notice I'm not saying gee, 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 gee. I'm not pulling my chest voice. Gee, 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 gee. I'm not over compressing. I'm keeping that dopey sound. It's helping me. Gee, 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 gee. And if I keep the dopey sound, it goes hooty. That doesn't mean it has to be weak, because I can start doing what I just showed you and go from more narrow to more open vowels, keeping the vowel pure, and then I can start really building in that strength. Gee, 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 go, 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 ma, 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 ma. You know, once you get into those kinds of situations on that octave repeat, this is always helpful to kind of start smoothing it out. Good, 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 good. Mum, 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 mum. Once you get that holding, then slow it down and let every note kind of get established. Ma, 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 ma. De-emphasize the M and think about that Ma, 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 ma. But if I lose the vowel, in other words, if it spreads, ma, 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 now I'm not going to develop anything but just a pulled chest. Ma, 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 ma. Okay. Now these are faster ways to it. Personally, you can use every bit of these sounds that I've just demonstrated while you're singing and performing. A third way, and I'm actually getting ready to release another course where I spend a lot of time on this. But for me, it was letting, not pressing in at first. Getting that nice feeling of release, and then going into the mum, 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 and kind of pressing down into that feeling of release. So I'm pressing into the feeling of release. That's a little bit nebulous of description, but that's really what I'm doing. Now it's a connected ooh. I'm not falsetto. If I go falsetto, that's not going to work. So it's a connected light head voice. I'm sorry. So I'm coming from this nice feeling of release, and then I do the mum, 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 getting a little bit louder with each mum, kind of crescendoing, and kind of leaning downward into the, so the sound, I'm pretending like there's a hole in the floor, and I'm sending this sound down through the hole. It's not I'm not reaching upward for it and stretching, I'm really kind of truly pressing down. And so that's a very non-speech level description. It's kind of my own thinking, but it works for me. Okay, so there's two really good ways to either let up more on the third one is really a way to come from a lighter connection and develop the stronger connection, or come from a compressed feeling and going to a more of a release feeling and then getting more strength that way. So we've really kind of talked about three things. The first one is the nay, nay, nays and doing it lighter and easier, and then going to no, no, no's and so forth. The second way is to go from a lighter gee, gee, gee to more closed vowels like e and oo to more open vowels o, and being careful on everything we do to keep that vowel pure. This is really good stuff. I hope that you're getting something from it. It's really, really valuable information. And the third way was to come from that feeling of release. Ooh, 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 mum, and pressing down into the condition of release. So in other words, I started out from really letting go. I'm not holding on. I'm just holding on enough to maintain the connection. And then on the mum, kind of pressing into that. All right, so let me revisit some of the questions here and see All right, and let's just open it up to whatever questions we have. We've got about 10 minutes here. I'll try and blast through as many questions as I can. So the Brit says, I think we've already talked about that, L2. The Brit says, I was wondering about this overcompression topic. All right, so good. We talked about the wobbly voice. I think I have an onset problem because I've been practicing with G and K. Any thoughts? If you feel that way, if you feel like because of your practice you've maybe started to bias your voice in a certain way, maybe there's too much of a glottal stop or g, then drop it all together. Just go to an exercise without any without any consonant at all. Ooh. And so if you're doing an exercise, let's just say from O, let's say from U to O. Ooh. Instead of saying goo 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 go 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 go. Drop the K, drop the G. Maybe we're going from doing the long exercise instead of saying gee 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 e oh ah, and so forth. See what happens. That will probably help balance that out a little bit. Yeah, there's the consonants will restrict airflow, and so a W is a way to really allow a lot of air to pass through. The N and the M occludes the air, stops the air here at the lips or the tongue, roof of the mouth, and but if you did a wee 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 all the way home, wee 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 wee. Or wee 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 wee. I love that exercise, actually. I think it's a real great way to decompress. It's another possibility, but it doesn't immediately give you the power. But it does. It's a nice exercise. It's a nice exercise. Okay, Christian Hirschfeld. I practice a lot, sing a good mix, but only if it's not too loud. Okay, so I'm hoping that what we've talked about today, Christian, is going to be of benefit to you. It's not so much about growing muscle as much as it is getting a feeling of balance between the airflow from the lungs and the vocal folds themselves, the cords. So there's an interaction of air and cord that our body has to find kind of an equilibrium or a balance. And when it does is when the power really kicks in. That's why it's okay to drop the volume down at first and then gradually build it up, because it's going to find balance, and you're going to be able to increase the volume and maintain the balance. We get over balance when we start pushing it too hard. Christian says that's the same thing. With practice we can learn to sing higher notes, but that doesn't change our tessitura. The part we can sing comfortably is tenor and baritone. I mean, one's overall voice doesn't get higher. Correct. Exactly, Altu. That's right. Yeah, it's wonderful to be able to have the high notes, but your tessitura is going to remain the same. You still have the same heft, the same quality of voice. And I've heard Seth Riggs say that the tessitura, in terms of finding what note or where you should be speaking, kind of, is about 4 notes above your lower notes that you can vocalize on. So if you can vocalize here, so you'd speak right around here or up here a little bit, somewhere around in there. Just kind of a rough estimate. Okay, so some other questions here. A baritone can't be a tenor. Any thoughts on this topic? So yes, what you end up being is like a bass with some tenor notes, which is what I am. which is called a basso cantata. So I'm a bass on a good day. But, I vocalized today into the C sharp 6. You wouldn't necessarily use that in a song, though, right? So, but I could use some tenor notes in a song if I needed to. And some of those tenor notes may not be as high as some of the other tenors. But, so yeah, you're a baritone with tenor notes, or that's kind of what a baritone is, right? But in my case, I go lower. I can go lower than baritones can, generally. Okay, so Subia says she can connect her chest to her head voice. Sometimes my chest voice feels light and breathy. So hopefully, Subia, today is giving you some tools to strengthen that. James asks, what's happening when you disconnect on your way down the scale into chest? That's happened to me before, and one of my teachers said, the larynx can come up on your way down. And I thought, wow, I hadn't really thought about that before, but yeah, the larynx can come up. And if it comes up, the chord structure can come apart. And it may only just like crack and then and come back together again. So, James, what I would do in that situation is I would go just a little bit dopey as you go back down. So if I said, if I needed to, I'd kind of go a little dopey on the way down. Just for now, I think you'll find that eventually that's going to smooth out. The larynx will stay down and you won't have that crack. Or, let me see, what's a good one? Well, this is more advanced, but I kind of impose it down on the way, or impose the larynx down with that dopey sound on my way back down if I need to. I don't really need to anymore, but that's something you could do that will help prevent the break on the way down. Now, there's a possibility you've disconnected, that you're actually in falsetto, but I'm assuming that you've been connected head voice and you're coming back down, and all of a sudden you get this little crack on the way down. And it can be just the larynx coming up. And so just temporarily kind of keep a little in position till you get past that. And I think that'll smooth out. Okay, so Subia says she's getting better day by day, and I can feel it. Subia, congratulations. That just makes me feel so happy. And that's really all we want, right? I mean, well, we'd want it in an instant, but that's not really that's not what the body does. When you go to the gym, you don't go in and come out in a day or two and have, this perfect body. The body responds to stress. It responds to, by stress I mean, if you're going to load the muscle, like in workouts, that's a stress, and the muscles respond positively. And so the orthopedics world calls it Wolff's Law, which basically means that stress stimulates development. Stress stimulates the development, and that's what these exercises do. It's really not correct to say that you can develop your voice without doing any exercises. Singing will help develop your voice as well. Okay, lip trill. Let me see. VC says lip trills and vowel scales every day has worked wonders for me. Awesome. Lip thrills. Yeah. Yeah, lip thrills. I like that. I like lip thrills. Sounds a lot more fun. Especially if you're with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your wife, right? Your spouse. Do some people know how to sing from chest to head and back again instinctively without training? Yes. Listen to Donny Osmond. I can sing pretty good, but I practice like the Dickens. Yeah. I have some friends who've done that all their lives. They can just do it. Not a lot, but there are people out there who can do it. Donny Osmond's one. I've read where and I've never talked to him, never met him. I might be feeding you false information, but I believe I've read where he has said he's never had a voice lesson in his life. Amanda Tenney, I agree. It's easier. It feels. Hi, Amanda. I haven't said hi to you. Nice to have you with us today. It feels easier to practice without the consonants. Yeah, VC, thanks for welcoming Amanda. That's awesome. Daisy. XXX. How to know when you're singing on pitch. Example, I know I have a music ear, but when I record myself, I wouldn't show it to people because I'm not sure if I didn't jump out of the pitch. You know, Mary Daisy, I look into an app called Arrow, E-R-O-L, Arrow. It's an app that people put on their phones, and you can record your voice, and it will it'll tell you if you're on the pitch. It's really pretty cool, and I'm sure there's some others out there too. I just don't know what they are. Amanda says, I'm contralto, but my high notes sound more like that of mezzo-soprano. What does it mean when your louder mid-range is nice and strong, but your softer mid-range is breathy and a little gravelly? So the same notes, but you have to do it louder to be strong. I'm guessing, Amanda, that it's probably a little bit of an imbalance in the voice. It's likely that the larynx is up a little bit, and in order for you to get more power into it, you have to do it harder. I know when I'm in an ensemble, in a show, let's say, and if I'm singing, over-singing, I'm singing too hard, too loud, and my larynx starts inching its way up, when I go down to hit low notes, they're not there. Why? Because the larynx is up. And so by getting the larynx down, I smooth out every area of my voice. So without hearing you, I would guess it's probably some bit of an imbalance of some kind. And the dopey gee and the goos will help work that a little bit and help kind of retrain the larynx to stay down. I mean, that's just a real quick answer to, can be a rather lengthy, complex process depending on what's going on with your voice elsewhere, like in the bridge, for example. Subius, yeah, you're welcome. Timothy says, I'm flip falsetto. I think I found my mixed voice, but sometimes I still flip into falsetto, especially on the high notes. Yeah, it takes a while. The larynx is in a habit, Timothy, probably all your life. And for many of us, it takes us a while to really retrain the nervous system. We do not need that larynx's help. Stuffed animal vlogs. Normally when I'm hitting high notes, it helps to first hum the note and then sing a basic ooh, then move into the word sound you want to sing. I think that's a great point. It's awesome. That's an awesome point. In fact, I think the hum is a really great exercise. Or mum, 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 mum. And you can use that hum or that mum right in the song and then go to the words. Excellent point. There's a vocal pitch monitor app for Android. Okay. Eupadios, do you have the name of that? Maybe you've shared that in the past. I can't remember. A vocal pitch monitor, maybe that's the name of the app. So look into that. You guys, that might be of help to you, Amanda. I think that was it you? Oh, no, it was Mary Daisy. Yeah, that's wondering about the pitch, Mary Daisy. Okay, so we've got to get to the end of this. Let me take a look at Marnix's. I've discovered head voice and the passaggio, and it feels great and relaxed. However, it still feels fragile, and when producing more volume, I tend to strong chest again. Any advice? You know, Marnix, it's new to you, and it's going to take a while to settle in. That's all I can say. It's just going to take a little while, but it will. The most important thing you've done is you've discovered it, and you know it's what's possible. So some great things are in your future, but it just takes a little bit of time. And it's just because it's new. Okay, Yapadio says that's the name of the app, Vocal Pitch Monitor. So maybe that'll be helpful. Okay, so Timothy, last question here is, any tips to avoid the flipping? And I also flip on high notes in the word with the word you, because my mouth really isn't really open, but it's hard to open it more without sounding weird. First of all, the dopey gee will help, or the dopey goo will help prevent flipping. And so in the song, I might do it as an exercise and say whatever the song is. If you said, gee, 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 gee. And so you might want to go through the song with a kind of a gee, a dopey gee or goo. Goo, 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 goo. May be of help to you. The word you, sometimes it depends on how it's being said. Sometimes it can be a problem because we're not doing enough ooh. Maybe we're not saying you, we're saying yeah. Or you're over, it can also actually throw you into head voice. Goo, goo, you, you, you. And it might just be that the vowel is so narrow that it's pushing you into a disconnected tone. So in that case, I would maybe try doing it on mum, 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 mum. Do it on mum, and then maybe you can try it on you, 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 you. Try it different volumes. Maybe go a little bit softer. Take a low breath, pull your tummy in, get a little extra support that way, a little extra help. Several of those any one of those or all of those combined might be of assistance to you. Well, I've got to run. Thank you very much, everyone, for a great day today. Thank you for joining me. This has been, really some great questions, some great comments, and hopefully that this is going to be of real benefit to you. I'm Chuck Gilmore with Power to Sing Live. You can sing higher with beauty, confidence, and power. I'll see you inside the next video.